What if I told you that the cost of your everyday essentials, your phone, gas, even your groceries, could change drastically in the coming months? Imagine walking into a store and seeing prices shift overnight. But what if in the long run, this move could actually strengthen American jobs, bring manufacturing back home, and even reduce the tax burden on working Americans? President Donald Trump has just announced a new set of tariffs aimed at reshaping America's economic landscape. Some are calling it a necessary step to protect American workers, while others worry about rising costs. But one thing is clear: this is a strategy with massive implications. Will this policy truly help rebuild America's economy, or will it backfire? Stay with me, because what we're about to uncover could change the way you think about tariffs forever. On February 1, 2025, President Trump signed executive orders imposing major tariffs on imports from China, Canada, and Mexico. These tariffs are designed to serve as economic leverage, addressing key national concerns such as illegal immigration, drug trafficking, and America's reliance on foreign goods. The plan includes a 10% tariff on all Chinese imports affecting electronics, clothing, and other goods. For Canada and Mexico, a 25% tariff on all imports has been announced, with a 10% tariff on Canadian energy. However, these tariffs are currently paused until March 4, 2025, to allow time for negotiations. If no deal is reached, the tariffs will take full effect, potentially reshaping the American economy. The goal behind these tariffs isn't just about trade, it's about national security and economic independence. By applying economic pressure on Canada and Mexico, President Trump hopes to push these countries into taking stronger action on border security and the drug crisis, particularly the fentanyl epidemic. But beyond these immediate goals, this could also be part of a much bigger strategy: to bring back American manufacturing and reduce the country's reliance on foreign imports. For decades, China has been the dominant supplier of everything from smartphones to pharmaceuticals. Many argue that by making Chinese goods more expensive, President Trump is giving American businesses a chance to step up and produce these goods domestically, bringing jobs back to the United States. There are clear benefits to this strategy. A key argument in favor of these tariffs is that they could reduce the trade deficit, ensuring that more money stays within the U.S. economy rather than flowing overseas. By making foreign goods more expensive, American manufacturers gain a competitive edge, potentially leading to a resurgence in industries such as steel, automotive production, and technology manufacturing. This could create hundreds of thousands of jobs, strengthening the economy from within. Supporters of President Trump's policies argue that this is the best way to truly make America great again, by restoring its status as a global manufacturing powerhouse. Another significant potential outcome of this tariff plan is the possibility of reducing income taxes for American citizens. If tariffs generate enough revenue, some economic experts believe it could provide an opportunity for tax cuts, or even lead to the eventual reduction of reliance on the IRS. Imagine a future where tariffs on foreign goods contribute so much to federal revenue that income taxes could be lowered or even phased out entirely. This would mean more money in the pockets of American workers and less government dependence on direct taxation. President Trump has previously hinted at policies that could shift tax burdens away from individuals and toward foreign trade, allowing the government to fund itself without taking as much from U.S. citizens. It's also worth noting that President Trump's approach to tariffs has historical precedent. Previous administrations have used tariffs to strengthen domestic industries, and in some cases they have worked. For example, during his first term, President Trump's steel tariffs led to a brief revival of American steel production, with new jobs being created in places that had long been abandoned by industry. While some argue that the cost of goods increased, supporters say that the long-term benefit was greater national security, less dependence on foreign production, and more American jobs. Of course, like any major policy, there are risks and challenges. Critics warn that tariffs could lead to higher prices on consumer goods, potentially increasing inflation in the short term. There is also the risk of retaliation from other countries, which could impact American exports. However, President Trump's team argues that these moves are calculated and necessary to level the playing field, ensuring that the U.S. is no longer taken advantage of in global trade deals. The ultimate goal is to create leverage that forces better trade agreements, which could ultimately lead to lower costs for American consumers over time. Right now, the tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods are on hold until March 4, 2025, while negotiations continue. This means there is still time for diplomatic solutions that could lead to favorable trade deals. If successful, these tariffs might not only protect American jobs but also result in stronger trade agreements that benefit the U.S. economy in the long run. So, will these tariffs be the key to rebuilding America's economy and strengthening its position in global trade, or will they lead to unintended economic challenges? What do you think? Are these tariffs a bold move in the right direction, or do they pose more risks than rewards? Let us know in the comments. If you want to stay ahead of the biggest economic and political developments that affect your life, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching TrendPulse, and we will see you in the next one.